Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ja. We are all tired of COVID-19 and we are all wondering when this pandemic gonna end. The good news is we're getting close, and thanks to Omicron. Yes, we all agree Omicron is a bad guy causing considerable illness and death, but Omicron is also the good guy that's helping us to end or at least to control this pandemic. In this video, I will talk about why Omicron is a good thing at this stage of the pandemic and why it is unlikely to have another variant more virulent or concerning than Omicron and the Delta variant. And to the end, I will talk about the vaccine effectiveness. At the beginning, Omicron was classified by the World Health Organization as a variant of concern because of the large number of mutations that could make it more contagious but also more deadly. However, the last clinical data have shown that Omicron was very contagious, way more contagious than the Delta variant. That's why it became dominant all around the world. But Omicron was milder than the Delta variant, so less deadly, which is a good news. Even better, Omicron is helping to fight the pandemic. Firstly, Omicron is helping to wipe out the Delta variant. A South African study showed that the immune response acquired after Omicron infection increased the protection against the Delta variant. Secondly, because Omicron is spreading so fast all around the world, Omicron is helping to reach a worldwide herd immunity that the vaccine failed to provide. In fact, a natural immunity acquired through infection is in principle stronger than an induced immunity acquired through vaccination. However, natural immunity involves natural selection, which means weak patient will get very sick or die. I mean by weak patient with certain health condition that puts them at risk for COVID-19, or just patient with certain genetic predisposition that also can make them at risk for COVID-19. We all may have a genetic predisposition that can protect us against one disease and expose us for another disease. In contrast, vaccination tries to protect weak patients. That's why vaccination is something very interesting, because on a population scale, it is impossible to know who can be naturally protected or not. That's why vaccination is recommended for everybody and highly recommended for patients at risk. With Omicron spreading rapidly all around the world, it is important to understand it is possible to have another variant more concerning than Omicron or even Delta. But I think this is unlikely because in an environment dominated with the Delta variant, a very deadly and contagious variant, the selection pressure may emerge Omicron, a very contagious variant but milder. And this Omicron is helping the world to wipe out the Delta variant but also to move towards herd immunity. So I think the combination of the natural immunity through infection of Omicron and the other variant and the induced immunity provided with the vaccination, it is unlikely that a new variant, more virulent, more deadly, makes its way and become dominant. Now, because nobody was able to control the pandemic with the vaccines, it is a very relevant question to ask if the vaccines work. The answer is yes, the vaccines work, but to prevent severe illness and death from COVID-19. The vaccine do not work effectively to prevent infection and contamination like we all thought. And I think all scientists, including me, was misled on this. We all thought the vaccine would be very effective on preventing infection and contamination so we can reach herd immunity. That's why I don't hear anymore nobody talking about herd immunity, to reach herd immunity through vaccination. Now, should we call these COVID-19 vaccines real vaccines? Because vaccines as we know them before are very effective on preventing infection. And of course, when you are not infected, you cannot transmit the disease. When you are not infected, you cannot have a severe illness from that disease. I think that's an open debate. Maybe as the definition of vaccine have to be reviewed, have to be updated, or maybe this COVID-19 vaccine shouldn't be called vaccines. Nonetheless, it is important though to understand that the ultimate goal of any drug we take for our health is to prevent complication or to prevent death. And these drugs called COVID-19 vaccine are very effective on preventing severe illness or death from COVID-19. I hope you like this video and you learned something from it, and I'm open to your question and critics. Thank you.